Boys and girls, let me go ahead and turn this bad girl off. I had her running for about 5 minutes while I went and got the oil and the camera and everything from inside, because today on this video we are doing an oil change on this bad girl, and we are also going to go ahead and do our first ride, as I've been telling you about. Josh, my big brother, actually came over a couple days ago and we ceramic coated this thing, and it looks absolutely incredible. He washed it, he polished it, he put ceramic coat on everything, so this thing is protected for the next 3 years. I have a video for that. That will probably be the next one coming out, so you already stay tuned for that. We are going to go ahead and do an oil change and a primary change on this bad girl because it has not been done yet. I have been saying that I needed to do it, so we are going to go ahead and jump right into this. I don't want to waste too much time. I'm not going to show y'all everything you need to do because there's so many more intellectual videos on YouTube on how to do an oil change on a Harley, especially a Sportster, yada yada yada. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this oil change knocked out. All right, so we got the bike up on the stand. As you can tell, I went ahead and undid the oil cap, which is sitting right there. Next thing you got to do, cool thing for Harleys is that, well, cool thing for my Harley is the drain is right here. So all you have to do is take off this O-ring right here, pull this plug out, and it drains from the motor. And then this right here is your primary. You just pop this off and this drains from the primary. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And of course you can't forget the chrome oil filter, but we went ahead and got another chrome oil filter to put on this thing as well. Pull it out like that, and just sit here and let it drain. I'm also gonna go ahead and do the bottom of the primary. So, as you can tell, you have the primary fluid, which is the clutches and stuff like that. Then you have the motor fluid. And as you can tell, there's just a little bit of metal on here. Not too much, nothing to be too worried about. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this off, wait for it to drain, and then slap this back in. Clean her off with a little bit of brake parts cleaner. She should be good. Now, the other thing that I'm gonna have to do is take off this oil filter, which is 100% gonna make a mess because Harley decided to not put it in a good spot, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna clean off all these metal shavings. Like I said, not a lot on there. That's just the clutch plates grinding together like they should be doing. Nothing to be too worried about. I am going to go ahead and change this O-ring since I have a new one. I'm going to go ahead and change that. And it's starting to rain. That's sick. Hopefully that rain stays away for just a second while I finish this up. It looks like I won't be riding today because that hurricane off the coast of Florida is currently moving right towards Charlotte, which is where we're at. And Florida, most of South Carolina, and like the east side of North Carolina is getting smacked pretty hard by this thing. So hopefully the rain will just pause for a second so I can get this in, get the oil in, and then we can go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in the primary, clean that off, tighten it up a little bit. I think I might have to move this into the garage before it starts raining. That should be good. So primary is empty. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move this into the garage before it starts actually raining, and then I'm caught with my pants down. All right, well, now that we're back in the garage, as you can tell, because it decided to start leaking outside, we got to take this oil filter off. Now, I know how to take the oil filter off, I just don't know the best way to take the oil filter off without getting oil absolutely everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try and find some cardboard to stick under the filter, unscrew the filter, and hopefully the cardboard will catch the oil and run down into the pan instead of going all over the motor mounts and these wires and the fun stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it back on the tripod, and we're going to see if we can do this without making an entire mess inside this garage. So y'all stay tuned. I don't know how this is going to work, but hopefully it does. I'm probably gonna ruin this filter, but good thing we don't need it anymore. Oh yeah, she's coming. Slowly but surely, we're gonna get this thing going on around here. I just hope this cardboard catches some of this oil. There shouldn't be a lot. Oh, I can get on my hand now. There shouldn't be a lot, but I still want to catch most of it. Just like that. I don't know if y'all saw that at all, but that was the main goal right there. I got some leaking on the other side, so I definitely missed, but hopefully we got most of it. Not a horrible doing, but we got the job done, and that's all that matters. It don't matter how you get to the finish line, as long as you get to the finish line. That's all that matters. And what we're using for oil is this twin power 20W50 full synthetic. That's what Google suggests to run. That's what all the Harley guys that I've talked to suggest to run. That's what everybody on Facebook suggests to run. Doesn't matter which 2050, as long as it is, in my opinion, full synthetic, because I run full synthetic in absolutely everything that I own. Just a better oil. You're gonna pay the price for it, but at the end of the day, I'd rather pay the price, know that I have good oil running in my machines, than just some regular old oil. So yeah, got this new chrome filter, baby. Woo, look at that thing. Hell yeah. Go ahead and make sure that this one still has the seal on it, which it does. We're good to go on that. When you're cranking down on an oil filter, you do not have to put a lot of pressure into it. You literally just need to hand tighten it on there. Same thing for your car, your truck, or whatever it is that you're using. Just get it on there. Just use your hands, tighten it down, and once it's tight, that's good to go. But what the heat is gonna do is it's gonna suction that filter up to the motor, and you are good to go. So, let's go ahead and take this primary plate cover off, and then we will fill up the primary. I'm gonna check my chain tension, which doesn't have a lot of room of wiggle. It's got some wiggle, but that's what you want for when you put it in gear. This will tighten up. So that looks good to me. Next thing you gotta do, fill it up with this gear and chain case lube, Sportster, because that's what we ride. Doesn't really matter what it is, like I say, as long as you get the right stuff. That should be good. We just gotta put this cover back on. There you go. Primary fluid is done. So we have the new oil filter is on, fresh primary change. Now the only thing we gotta do is fill this thing up with oil. Harley says it should take 3.5 quarts. So I'm gonna set that right there. Let it run for a second, get the oil moving around. Hopefully, about half on the dipstick. Looks about halfway up the dipstick. It's not a problem. That's probably where you want it to be, but I would like to have it a little bit higher than half. Yep. So it's sitting right at about half, which isn't a problem, but like I said, I'd like to have it more towards the full line. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment of the video. She has fresh oil in her. Let me go ahead and read off the mileage, that way I don't forget. 9,540 miles is when I did this oil change. I'm also gonna put that in my phone. But hope you guys enjoyed today's segment. I will see y'all tomorrow for the first ride. See ya. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day, and can I just go ahead and say, look at this paint. Josh came over a couple weeks ago and ceramic coated this bike, and it is so slick. Let's go ahead and that will be in a different video. And I also have a box of bunking parts on the porch that we'll have to be putting on, but for right now, let's go ahead, make sure I'm recording. Now we should have this footage and this footage with this audio all linked up together. Let's go ahead and do this first ride. Oh, this thing sounds so good. Hope you guys are ready for today's video. I know I am wearing shorts. That's something that you should not do, but it is an absolute gorgeous day outside, and I don't really want to sweat my balls off. So I'm gonna let this thing warm up for a second. And we're gonna go out for the first ride of this bike for YouTube. Man, I am so excited. It is a gorgeous day. My buddy is coming to town. My buddy just got out of the Air Force today. August 31st is his last official day. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it will be linked down in the description. Make sure to go give me a follow on that. Go like that last picture that I just posted, because he just got out of the Air Force after a long 6 years. So now it's time for us to go out and live our life, not grasped by the balls of the government. It's going to be a wild life, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys stick around to watch it, because me and John got a lot of memories to make up over the last 2 years that I've been out that he is just now getting out. So, bike's all warmed up. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Oh, it feels so good outside. Wow, what a pretty day to ride. So that box on the porch that I just got delivered today is a box of bunking parts, and if you don't know, bunking creates crash bars, and they went out and sent me a full crash bar for the front and went ahead and sent me sliders for the back. So now I will be protected when and if this bike ever gets laid down. Oh, it is such a pretty day outside. Not a cloud in the sky. Good 78, 75 degree day. Perfect riding conditions. Hope you guys can see me. This is the first ride. I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. But man, I'm ready for some highway pegs, be able to stretch my feet out. This bike's slowly starting to come together. Saddleman already has a seat on the way for me. That should be here in the next couple of weeks. They said about 6 weeks worth of wait time. Probably been about a week to 2 weeks now, so we're almost there. Once the seat comes in, then the crash bars, then we can start worrying about mid controls. So right now, I have my legs out in front of me for the forward controls. What I really want is some mid controls where my legs will be sitting about like this. But until then, we'll have to rock the front controls. I'm actually emailing a guy right now that says he has some mid controls for this bike and he just wants to trade for my forward controls. So I might do that. Haven't decided yet. I don't know if I want to go buy brand new or if I just want to trade with him, because they are OEM Harley. Still up in the air. It does need some mag wheels still in the front and back. It also is going to need a new rear tire. Lots of money to be spent on this thing, but I am excited. That looks like Kyle's truck. Nope, that's a Duramax. Kyle drives a Ford. Oh, that exhaust is talking to me. There we go. The only bad thing I do not like about this bike is it does only have 5 gears. It doesn't have a 6th. So when you're going down the highway, you're kind of stuck between 4th and 5th, 4th and 5th. 4th is a little too high. 5th is a little bit too low. But I'm cruising at 60, 65 miles an hour. We're just hanging out, living life, man. It feels so good. This bike is so much more comfortable to me than that Road King. That Road King is just a big girl. And now I may like me some big girls, but I don't like riding a big girl. Well, I can't say that either, because...
What?
Anyways, we're just gonna bypass that one, but let's just go down this old back road right here. Shoo-wee, girl. Here we go. So, I mean, that was 85. She gets up and goes. She does definitely not have a problem. She is not sluggish in any gear. I don't know if these cams did that to her or what, but this bike has no problem getting up and going, which I absolutely love. I do also hate this front wheel. Big old 21-inch front wheel in the front. Not a big fan of it. I'm ready to get some 19 mags because, I mean, just look how big that front wheel is. You have a lot of possibilities of some spokes being bent, a wheel being bent. This front tire actually is dry rotted, so it's going to need a new front tire pretty shortly. I got to find me some wheels for this thing. The back tire is damn near slick as hell from all of the slides that this thing does, but it does lock up pretty good. So only time will tell before I start sliding this thing, but gonna have to get some protection on it and some wheels and tires before I start doing this. Probably gonna put a Mitzer, I think that's the tire name, Mitzer 777 up front. That's apparently the absolute best front tire you can get for a motorcycle because they're just so grippy. So I definitely want grip in the front, definitely want a little bit of sliding in the back. Not too worried about the back tire, probably just going to take takeoffs on it, but front tire is definitely going to need some grip. Man, I'm so ready to get me some highway pegs so I can kick my feet up, not have to worry about it, because right now I got these pegs down here, but it's about all I got. But man, it is a pretty day. How do y'all guys like this second angle right here? Do y'all guys like it? This is the first time I've actually ever done it. I know moto vloggers do 2 camera angles. Really thinking about also going to buy me a 360 camera because those things are really cool, and I know I can do a lot of cool shit with those 360 cameras. So if y'all guys want to see a 360 view, side-by-sides and dirt bikes and motorcycles and stuff like that, leave it down in the comments because I would love to go buy one. That would be an absolute sick purchase. Just debating if I want to spend the $500 on it, if it's worth it or not. But as of right now, we're rocking the 2 GoPros. This one on my helmet is a GoPro 8. Why do you have to blow your grass in the road? Yeah, don't blow your grass in the road. For people that don't know, motorcycles already are not a danger to ride, but when you put conditions like grass or water or anything on the road or gravel, the conditions get very sketchy very fast. So when you're cutting your grass, like this right here, this guy's cut this grass. If you're cutting this grass, don't blow it towards the road. Come back the other direction and blow it towards the field or towards the other grass. Because motorcycles go down so much of people not being cautious to motorcycles. You gotta be cautious to motorcycles because when we hit grass, shit goes sideways real fast. So please, the next time you're cutting grass, do me a solid. Don't blow it into the road. Blow it back into the field or the grass or the concrete or whatever it is you're blowing. Just don't blow it on the road. Please, you'll save a motorcycle's life. Thank you. Not to be a Debbie Downer. I don't understand it. It doesn't take any more time. Just blow it in the opposite direction. But on the other hand, this thing does have a good rev limiter. So, this thing is going to be an absolute blast. When I start getting the front wheel up, right now I'm just getting comfortable with the bike. I'm not in a rush to do any wheelies. I'm not in any rush to do any burnouts or anything like that. As of right now, I just want to get comfortable with the bike. That is my main priority. This thing pulls hard, and she sounds good too. The constant pops of that Two Brothers exhaust, Two Brothers intake, the tune that this thing's got on it, a little bit of cam work. Oh, this bike is so much fun to ride. I absolutely love it. It draws heads because the paint is so shiny. It's so loud. I love me a good loud Harley. There's something about these V-twin bikes that just get my nether regions just going. Ah. Oh, I love this thing so much. I never felt comfortable riding like this. Now obviously riding like this is a problem. You should not ride a motorcycle like this, but I never was comfortable enough on the Harley to actually be comfortable and ride it the way that I wanted to. I was always so scared I was going to drop that bike, something was going to happen, it was going to tip over, yada yada yada. Always was petrified of riding that bike. I literally just sat here and just rode it, didn't move around, wasn't very comfortable on it, just wasn't a big fan of it. So it is for sale. If y'all guys are interested, DM me on Instagram. Like I said, that will be in the description below as well. Please, if you're a serious buyer, only hit me up. Do not waste my time. I have better things to do than talk to your 12-year-old ass because you think you want to buy my Harley. Because I know you don't, because you ain't got the money for it. If you don't have the money, ask your daddy. Maybe he's got it. This bike is so much fun to ride. Boy, I love this thing. Definitely going to need a new rear tire sooner than later because this thing just spins it. Just a little quick trip around town, first ride. Probably going to be somewhat of a short video. I know we did the oil change. I know we're doing the first ride right now. Didn't want to make this video very long. I have the ceramic coating video coming out next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as you enjoyed the last video. It's crazy because y'all guys have always said you want more Harley content, you want more Harley content. Well, here I am giving y'all the Harley content that y'all said that y'all wanted, and y'all barely watched the first video. I think it's got like maybe 30,000 views. Now, I'm not complaining. I appreciate all of the love and support. But y'all guys said you wanted some Harley content. I'm giving y'all Harley content. Y'all better be watching these videos because these Harley parts are not cheap. That's what HD stands for, $100. Oh, you want to go buy something for a Harley? $100. Oh, you want to buy something at $100? Everything $100. It don't matter what you buy. Everything is $100. So, y'all guys got to keep watching these Harley videos so I can continue to build these Harleys because I'm tired of forking out these $100 bills. This thing is not cheap. This thing needs some front end work. I don't know if the bearings are going out in the stem or what, but I think when I do these wheels, I'm also going to put different seals in here or different bearings in here. I'll gotta figure some stuff out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We are pretty much going to wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My buddy John is coming to town now that he is out of the Air Force. I have a wedding to go to on this Saturday because today is Thursday. I have a wedding to go to Saturday, and then we are doing Beer Olympics for Kyle's girlfriend's birthday party and a whole bunch of other people. So he's coming to town. We're gonna have one hell of a time. Maybe I'll bring the camera out. We'll go and hang out or something. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave it down in the comments. If you are not already subscribed, make sure to do so because we are on the road to 160,000, and then it's just on up from there. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you have given me over the years on this channel. Without y'all, I could not be doing this dream job that I get to do every single day. So thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Lord have mercy. God bless this country. Because if we don't change something, something bad's gonna happen. And I don't want something bad to this country. It's too good of a country to be living in for all the BS that we've been dealing with lately. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. How am I guess. There we go. Damn, I love this bike. Shit's such a blast to ride.